communities are off-grid anyway, but we try to supplement with our solar panel program. Separate naman na po yun. And then for the last slide, I'd like to reiterate our advocacy, which is at the Yellow Boat of Hope, we believe every child, no matter where they live, kahit gaano sila kalayo, they deserve a safe and dignified place to learn. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Ms. Ayo. So I remember si Yellow Boat nagsimula yan when si Dr. Anton Lim, as a good friend, saw that children were walking 5 hours to school and having to cross rivers. Kaya yung unan yung, or swim to school, at yung unang naging project was to give them boats, di ba? Para nakabangka na sila going to school. No? So you've branched into school building. We asked you to present the starter classroom. You also have regular school buildings at about 1 to 2 million, correct, di ba? But the starter classroom, this is a faster solution to the current huts, di ba? Kumbaga in about a month or a month and a half, kaya na itong matayo. Meron bang paraan to convert this into a regular classroom, or the understanding is pag may regular classroom na, this will be torn down?
Ang gusto po talaga namin ay maging ma-turn siya into a regular classroom eventually. And yun po yung dinedevelop namin this year with our volunteer architect para yung design niya ay eventually magiging regular classroom siya.
Kumbaga parang halfway point, no? Meron nang magagamit na in the meantime, tapos pag may extra resources, konting dagdag siguro, pwede na siyang regular classroom.
Opo.
The biggest difference are the walls, right? Kasi the foundation is concrete, the roof is still GI sheet.
Opo.
It's the walls which is the big difference, no?
Opo.
Okay. Sige, let's go to Security Bank. Mr. Simpao, you have the floor, sir. I know Security Bank has also been building classrooms for years, no?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you. Well, we were established as a corporate social responsibility arm of Security Bank Corporation in 1993, and we focused our advocacy on education, guided by our belief that education is the best equalizer in life. Because with a proper education, one should be able to succeed in life no matter what social or economic background they may have. At that time, we were concerned about the country's state of education, which is the overwhelming shortage and dilapidated classrooms, poor performance for students in international and even in local assessment. No? We ranked 78 out of 81 countries. And we have, I think, if I got the numbers right, we have about 11 million youth who are not schooling for lack of classrooms or lack of finances. No? Because of this, we therefore focus our educational advocacy in the following areas. No? We donate school buildings to public schools across the country to help address the classroom shortage. But we also, from the very beginning, recognize that infrastructure alone is not enough to improve the quality of education, because the quality of the education is dependent on the quality and leadership of the principals and the teachers. No? And therefore, the second leg of our advocacy is training principals and teachers. No? We also provide scholarship to underprivileged students to provide them access to better education. This is our scorecard. We started in 1911. We've donated 901 classrooms to 153 schools that is located in 92 cities and municipalities. And these classrooms presently benefit about 40,000 students per year. No? We have also repaired 571 previously donated classrooms. No? But there's a selfish reason for this, because the school buildings carry the name of Security Bank, and it reflects on our image if that building is dilapidated. No? So we've spent a lot on repairs and maintenance, particularly in areas which have suffered from natural calamities such as earthquakes and typhoons. No? We've also trained 177 school principals and 36,400 teachers, no, on the subjects of English, math, science, and social studies. And beginning last year, or 2 years ago, we've changed our training program, to a 3-year training program. No? Because our end objective now is, we have about 20 million teachers, I think, if I'm not mistaken. What we want to do now is to produce not only learners but mentors, no? So they can cascade the learnings, no? We have also provided we also provide about 300 scholarships, no? And we have also tied up with 8 major educational institutions, and we've given them uh, scholarship programs. No? This is Ateneo, LaSalle, Chiang Kai-shek, FEU, Pamantasan Luzon ng Maynila, PUP, UP Diliman, and UST. So in terms of our costing, we've invested about 2.3 billion in our educational advocacy, 1.8 billion for school buildings, construction, and also repairs. We've spent 286 million for scholarship and 145 million for training teachers and school principals. No? We have 4 models. We have a 2-story, 4 classrooms that contains 5 toilets. One of the toilet is for PWD, and 3 storage rooms. No? We have a 2-story, 6 classrooms with 5 toilets. Again, one of those 5 toilets is for PWD. The 2-story, 8 classrooms with 6 toilets and 2 storage rooms. And then 2-story, 10 classrooms with 6 toilets and 2 storage rooms. Huh? Our classrooms are 7 by 9 meters, which is in compliance with the DepEd. And as I've said earlier, we have 1 toilet for PWD for the 4 and 6 classrooms, and 2 toilets for PWD for the 8 and 10 classrooms. No? We also provide a PWD ramp as required by DepEd. Our ground floor is normally elevated 1 meter, but for areas which are not have not experienced flooding, we've reduced this to half a meter. No, so there's an added cost. We also provide 4 ceiling fans per classrooms. We also provide bidets in the toilets. We have a fire alarm system, extinguishers, etc. But most importantly, we use steel beams and steel doors and precast for our walling. So, while these are more expensive, it allows us to save time in terms of our construction schedule.
Excuse me, can I interrupt, Mr. Chair? Mr. Simpao, I'm very impressed with these figures and especially this one which says 2-story, 4 classrooms with 5 toilets. How much is the construction cost? All in all.
I'll be getting to that in my next slide,
Okay.
if you don't mind. No?
And then added to that or adding to it, meron palang kailangan ng PWD ramp required sa lahat ng mga classrooms. Is the DPWH doing it now? Meron na rin?
Yes, sir. We're compliant with BP 344.
Sorry for the interruption. Go ahead, Mr.
Go
Simpao.
ahead.
Sir.
Yeah. This is the typical floor plan, first ground floor and second floor. Our toilets are, of course, if you have a 2-story, you need stairwells, which adds to the cost. No? And we have to put up 2 as required by DepEd. One is the regular stairwell, and the other one is for emergency use. But they're used by the students right now. No? And normally we construct the toilets behind this stairwell. And then underneath the stairwell, that's where we have the storage areas. No? Now, these are typical types of classrooms. We have the 4-story classrooms, 2-story, 2-story, 6 classrooms, and the typical 2-story, 8 classrooms, and typical 2-story, 10 classrooms. No? Now, this is where I think you're interested. Our costs have been going up. Our current cost now for 2025, average cost is about 3.1 million per classrooms. But this is inclusive of all the costs for the common areas, such as the toilets, the stairwells, the elevated. And then in our experience, we have 6 to 7 months average actual construction period from notice to proceed. No? But before that, of course, there are a lot of legwork that have to be done. We have to coordinate with the DepEd the LGU, which owns the land, and so forth and so forth. No? But our intention is to expedite the construction so that we can complete all of this within 1 year, inclusive of all the other legwork prior to construction, so that we can avail of the tax incentives offered by the Department of Education. No? Now, as I mentioned, this is now typical, these are now ongoing, no? Construction, and you will see the beams are all...
Mr. Chair, excuse me, bago tayo magkalimutan. Address ko lang quickly, I'm sorry, Mr. Simpa, for the interruption sa DPWH. Yung pinaka-current ngayon sa Security Bank is 3.1 million pesos per classroom and nagagawin in 1 year. Sa DPWH, I believe it's 3 million per classroom at 3 years,
Sir,
Okay.
per classroom, mga around 3.5, sir.
3.5
Average, sir.
average. Bakit sa kanila 3.1? Mahal na ngayon sa kanila. Sabi nila, medyo kamahala na. Sa inyo, 3.5, sa kanila 3.1. At sa kanila, dami pang mga amenities. Meron pang mga stairway, may ramp, para sa PWD. Tapos
Meron,
napakaraming toilet.
Yes, sir. Meron din namang mga ganun, sir, sa PWD.
Pero bakit mas mahal sa inyo?
Sir,
Kumpara di sa kanila. Sa kanila, mahal na nga yung 3.1.
Sir, maraming factors kasi dahil yung minsan yung sa foundation yung binanggit ni Senator Gatchalian kanina. Pag malambot yung foundation, saka sir, meron tayong indirect cost na yung mga overhead, which is talagang kasama naman sa program.
Kaya nga, may
but
mention,
Yusek,
overhead. Sorry.
if I may,
Sir, indirect cost, sir, yun.
But Yusek, di ba yung 3.4 ninyo, yun yung base cost, di ba? Meaning kung may kailangan na soil testing, foundation, tataas pa yon, right? No?
Yeah, hiwalay pa, sir, yun. Hiwalay.
Taas pa eh.
Oo.
Nako.
Sa amin, kasama po yung soil testing.
Sa kanila, sa inyo, hiwalay. Sa kanila, kasama na yung soil testing.
But if I may just make a comment, no? I think building classrooms is similar to building houses, no? Your cost per square meter is going to vary depending on your style, depending on the materials that you will use, no? Kung ang flooring nyo is wood or vinyl tile or ceramic or marble, iba-iba po ang costing niya, no? So, if I may just be bold enough to make a comment, no? I think you have, I believe President Marcos announced that he wanted 40,000 classrooms finished before his term ends. That translates to 135,000 classrooms per year, no? And if you're building 10 classroom, 2-story building, that translates to 1,300 school buildings, no? And then you have the problem of choosing the schools to give it to, no? So I believe that while it's interesting for you to compare costings, I think if you want to expedite matters, what is needed now is for you to have the design of the building and the materials that you'd like to use, no? Compreca, steel beams, etc. You want to use brand doorknobs, we use sludge, for example, etc. Then you po makikita yung costing and you can compare that to if you do the shopping. Kasi kung i-compare nyo po yung lahat ng aming costing, iba-iba po yung...
Yes, Mr. Simpao, costing pa rin to. I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, sa DPWH. So, magkano yung soil testing ninyo para sa pag-construct ng mga classrooms?
Roughly, sir, siguro sa isang location, mga 150,000 to 200,000.
Okay. Samantalang dito sa Security Bank, na-factor in na yung soil testing doon sa
Yeah,
3.1 million.
we spend 250,000 for soil testing.
Okay. So, mahal na ngayon sa kanila. Pero still, mura pa rin yung ang suma total ng pag-construct nila ng classroom versus sa inyo, napakamahal at napakatagal. Yun lang yung problema dito ngayon, Yusek. Ano po? Anong pangalan niyo po, sir?
Eric, sir, Eric.
Yusek Eric.
Opo.
Siguro kailan mag-seminar kayo sa kanila. Baka meron kayo matutunan.
Sir, kagaya po nung
Sa
binanggit
LGU
naman,
rin at saka sa private sectors.
if I may, sir, kagaya sir naman ng binanggit ni sir na yung design parameters naman magkaiba talaga sa amin at saka yung sa kanila.
Yes, Yusek. So ang gagawin ho natin is in the TWG, we will try to compare as Senator Lawrence says, apples to apples, di ba? Materyales sa materyales, kung kahoy ba to, o cement block ba to, o bakal ba ito.